YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to today's flat toy review. Today it's going to be quite a very large yet busy toy review. Of course, yes, I'm adding cream onto my hands, but at the same time, of course, yes, I'm basically enduring a bit of a hassle with my throat, of course, and my runny nose, of course. And also, since my room is pretty much cluttered, I'm pretty much busy scouring around the bedroom though, just to not only just tidy up, but also to scavenge for trash and rubbish though, that I found in and out anywhere, wherever I go. You know, whenever I find like trash and treasure, you know, like cardboard boxes or card boxes or anything like that. Like, you know, after I've done that mega bombshell of doing all sorts of Japanese toy trains from Tommy Plarail. Do you remember that video? That was actually really amazing, eh? Although it was actually quite complex, it was actually super fantastic though. An incredible toy review. Go ahead and check that one out if you really want to. But anyways, let me just go ahead and grab the webcam. And the train we're running, of course, is a Tommy Plarail. Sorry, it's actually a Tommy Plarail musical, I'll just say it, train though. Doesn't play any silly sound chips, but it's just a Tommy Plarail Disney Dream Railway steam train pulling, well, it looks like to be 3 coaches or carriages and a couple of musical wagons. And of course I do know it's like a tank slash tender locomotive because I can tell by the colour of the tender, which is red with Mickey and Minnie musical themed note sticker printings on them. But I have to say, this is actually quite a fantastic little toy though. Perfect for Christmas actually, because I do know that because of these gimmicky features, it makes it for a perfect Christmas tree to run around though. But anyways, let's just go ahead and take a look at our... In fact, there's actually quite a lot of delayed, but also news about products. First off is, of course, remember the chicken toy review that I did back then in April? And also the last time I did flip-flop toy reviews in April of 2022, before I flew all the way towards Malaysia. Well, of course, to make my ponies, well, guess what? This is a flip-flop origami, Chinese Cochin chicken flock, and Chinese vegetable, what's it called? Gourmet 12-pack. This set actually costs about £12 or £11.99, and is actually one of the last of all the flip-flop products that I've made it like so. And in fact, it's a very chickeny sort of themed product. Kind of amazing, eh? In fact, I need to clear away this mega bombshell of flip-flop products. I mean, it feels like I've just had enough though. Maybe it's just too much. Let me just go ahead and unpack this and see what we have. There's a bit of Chinese porcelain going on here. And in fact, it's one of the other toys which has been delayed so far. Of course, yes, Jess. I think this toy was actually made after Easter, I think. Of course, yes, you get some kind of Year of the Rooster type, how would you say it, thingy. It's like a Chinese porcelain sort of plate or bowl. Fancy that one, eh? Is that like a cabbage? Or is it lettuce? I don't know. That looks fairly interesting. What is that? Is that bok choy or pak choy? Actually, it's Chinese leaf cabbage. Actually, that might be bok choy or pak choy, if we're going to call it that, eh? I think that's how I can actually remember it. I think that's actually bok choy or pak choy, by the looks of it, though. This one here is aubergine, brinjal, eggplant. It's got that there, which signifies to me that this is an eggplant. Overall, it's quite a very nice purpley. In fact, a lot of Asian vegetables, like the, how do you say it, like the daikon and the other veggies like that, they tend to be very long and elongated as well though. Like, they're so long though. Like when you go into Asian countries, you find much longer carrots and much longer vegetables like these aubergines or eggplants or brinjals or whatever you're going to be calling those vegetables, right? And since this is like a combination between the Chinese New Year Spring Festival and Easter, we've got some chicks, which obviously one of them is actually coloured in orange at the front, which is actually quite strange. Maybe it might be the yellow that might have took over and kicked. It might have kicked out the colours though. Looks like the beak colour has been kicked out there actually, which is very, very strange. And we've also got another chick, which looks like that. Overall though, that looks fairly nice, thinking about that. Of course, maybe I should take a look at the piece of porcelain again. It's got some Chinese characters, and there's a bit of a dragon type image going on here, and there's the other side as well. Same detailing as well on the sides as well. And of course, yes, we've got a lovely rooster piece of porcelain on the bottom as well. Looks quite nice actually. And we've got some Cochin chickens. Now I know the name Cochin is probably named after, it's something to do with both India and China, because I do know that there is a place in India called Cochin, and there are some Chinese, how would you say it? How would you call it? I can't really remember though. Philosophies. Hopefully I won't be the utter Confucius. Of course, this is a brown Cochin hen. This one here is an orange Cochin hen. I mean, to me, these toys look fairly nice. Okay, nice and looking, of course. Here is the white hen, of course. The eponymous white Cochin chicken hen. They look fairly nice indeed. And they certainly do. We've also got another one here. This is a grey one. To be quite obviously honest, I've been seeing loads and loads of chickens, as much as peacocks. In fact, I could do a peacock themed type toy at another time though. Here's another chicken as well. You know, obviously these guys, as I can say this is a rooster. I think this is a rooster. Of course, I can definitely tell by the tail at the back, compared with the hen. There you go. That's a green rooster. Dark green rooster, obviously, with black. And just as a bit of fun, before I should actually move along to the next product, let's give something a little bit of cruelty though. Well, actually a bit of pretend cruelty actually though. Let's put in a giant white hen and see if she gets caught. In fact, I'm gonna probably put a couple of chickens, even the golden one as well. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, there's a bit of a train stack. Oh, looks like that train is about to crash because it just hit two giant chickens. Oh no, that doesn't look too good. And he's ran onto the side of the box. Okay, off it goes. Alright, maybe I should try and do something a little bit more sinister, eh? Let's put a rooster, or cockerel. Maybe I should probably... Oh my goodness me. Is this going to work? Nah. Looks like the rooster have either got killed or fleed off from the railway tracks. And as explicit as this sounds, and I've got a funny feeling I'm becoming a glutton of punishment. Oh! Wow, at least it just cut the chickens though. Maybe I should try and put all of the hens. Actually, and see how it works. Or maybe not. Oh, she's been taken down by a freaking long musical train. Curse you, Mickey. You have ruined the whole cluckery. You've made a whole cluck-catastrophe. Oh, and it's derailing again though. It's like something out of a Western film. It's like China meets the United States. How weird is that? Seeing a couple of Chinese chickens trying to derail a Western train. But yes, that looks fairly nice. Of course I can tell it's a Western train because of the cow catcher at the front though. So, see if it's get a bit of gusto here, eh? Okay, let's move on to another set before I feel like I'm gonna clobber my chickens. And of course, yes, I got a funny feeling that what came before the chicken was, of course, the monkey in terms of Chinese zodiac wise. Let's take a look at the monkeys. Ready to monkey around. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna monkey around with a couple of crab eating macaque themed products. This one here costs about £12.50. This one here costs about £12.99. And what's even more peculiar about these products is that they're both made in Thailand. It's quite amazing that the components are made in Thailand. And it's obviously, how do you say it, coincidental, those monkeys are found in Southeast Asia, particularly China. Well, not really China though. Actually, I was meant to say Thailand, not China though. Sorry. This one is called the Tech Edition Crab Eating Macaque Monkey Hood 12-pack. That monkey looks like he's about to play on an iPad. And there's another one called the Crab Eating Macaque Monkey Banana Bite and Gadget Plus Hat Robbery 12-pack. Yes, these monkeys are not just thieves, they are thugs. And mind you, these monkeys can even set up a little monkey mafia as well. Particularly whenever I think of Thailand or Malaysia, you see a lot of these guys raiding at people's homes, even stealing people's babies as well, which is also quite scary whenever I think about monkeys. It's like, you know, the Wizard of Oz, whenever I think of the flying monkeys from, you know, the Wizard of Oz though. Let me just go ahead and unpack those guys, eh? Right, looks like I'm gonna monkey around with this whole product today. And without doing a whole bunch of monkey business, my crockies, oh my crockies. There's bananas flying around here as well too. I never knew those monkeys are dropping bananas. I got a funny feeling these guys will become the next battle of monkeys, I guess. Sorry if I'm losing my throat though. Sorry if I'm just exploding with my throat in a very euphorical way. I don't know about you, but I don't know if these monkeys are pretty much the next battle of monkeys, because look at the tail. Maybe the tails don't even look as nothing like the battle of monkeys. Monkeys. The battle of monkeys, obviously. As I just would have said, eh? We've got a couple of conical hats. Yes, that looks actually quite interesting. I don't know why there's... Hang on, is that like an extra hat? I don't know why there's an extra hat. Maybe I should go ahead and pack the other product and see if it does. Let me try and take out the other product and see if there's any more extra hats. No, of course, oh, wait, hang on a second. That is an extra hat, right? If I take a look at the monkeys, we've already had a conical hat, so that one might... Which one should I keep? Maybe this one should die. Okay, so I was dead as a dead of course. Yes, it's a nice conical hat. This is a sun hat, and we've also got a cap that also kind of reminds me of the flag of Singapore, by the looks of that design, eh? Because I can see by the moon and the stars as well. Gives it a bit of a Singaporean sort of esque type design. And we've also got some bananas as well, because, you know, this product is pretty much a banana sort of bait themed product, eh? Yep. Get ready to play with a whole bunch of monkeys, eh? We've also got some phones here as well. There's another phone here as well, which looks quite weird. And strangely enough, there is a camera. And I gotta tell you what though, guys, eh? Whenever we think of monkeys stealing, you know, gadgets and whatnot though, it's not to do with tourists, it's all to do with food. So, obviously, it's not just tourists, but food as well. And yes, monkeys will steal items when people feed the monkeys. At least if they're not in a freaking zoo, I guess, eh? If they're in Thailand and Malaysia, or Singapore, or Indonesia, when they encounter those monkeys. And man, yes, it's all about food, actually. I mean, they do pilfer your goods, like, you know, your glasses, your cameras, your binoculars, your freaking mobile phones, and even a freaking iPad. Yes, I could definitely tell you what, guys, say. Monkeys are monkeys, and monkeys will do anything whenever there's food around. Just to plunder for gadgets like freaking phones, or a freaking MP3. There's actually quite a lot of items there, right? Of course, we've got very similar monkeys. Let's just push those aside, and let's take a look at the other monkey-themed product. Once again, we've got the same camera-themed product, as you can see. Different design, but it looks quite similar in terms of the way it's been played with. Okay, and that's fine by me, eh? It's an amazing design, eh? To reflect on the style of a camera. Looks like a very nice camera, if you ask me, eh? We've also got an iPad thingy, of course, which is quite strange. Looks like they're replicating it. It's like the Penguin Club World. iPad, tablet, phone / touchscreen device thingies. And that gears, I think they also do like laptops as well, which is actually fairly nice, eh? And we've also got a sunglasses, a pair of sunglasses, obviously. That looks fairly nice. And we've also got the same conical hat, a blue sun hat, and we've also got a Thailand themed cap. Obviously, this cap is in the style of a flag from Thailand. It's like the flag of Thailand. You know, whenever I think of that city, Lop Brewery, that's the place where monkeys can pretty much be anywhere. You know, that's basically a city for monkeys. Not only that, but there's also a monkey temple in Lop Brewery City, Thailand, where there's monkeys raiding at people and stuff. Apart from stealing babies, there's monkeys raiding inside people's shops. And another thing, during the COVID-19 pandemic, which I shouldn't actually say, of course there was a piece of footage of monkeys battling, like some kind of monkey mafia, how would you say it, monkey mania troop or tribe, battling against, you know, a freaking piece of yogurt. That was actually something I've actually realised. There was some kind of feeding frenzy, like a very rowdy feeding frenzy, I guess. It was actually quite spectacular to see. We've also got those monkeys there, of course, who look pretty amazing. And hey, I would have never thought that, hey, actually the sunglasses are meant to be headphones. Sorry. Actually, I've just looked at the back of the packaging though. The headphones are actually, oh wait. Actually, wait, hang on. These are sunglasses. But that one there is actually, it's actually supposed to be, it's meant to be AirPods. That's weird. It's meant to be a headphone. Didn't realise that black thingy, sorry. Of course, we've got the same monkeys in the same design. As not surprising as I might actually think of, those cheeky monkeys, of course, as well defined as they are, they're going to be wearing the headphones, obviously, as what monkeys do. Okay, so I wonder how do I actually make the monkeys wear the headphones. It's actually very difficult, very tricky to think of, It's pretty weird. Maybe I should try and have a think about it there. And I'm obviously pretty certain that those monkeys are going to be playing bananas. I guess so, I got a funny feeling that when they find bananas, there's a whole bunch. Get it though? Because, you know, there's, you know, bananas come in bunches, and monkeys often take bananas. And yes, of course, there is a stereotypical feeling of monkeys, though. They often, yes, obviously, just because they're monkeys doesn't mean they love bananas. I mean, of course, yes, it's kind of like, you know, obviously, whenever I think of monkeys, I don't know. Is there something I feel like I've got something in my head, though? Oh, yes, another thing. It's kind of like possums eating apples. You know, monkeys eating bananas is actually kind of reminding me of possums eating bananas. Well, actually, apples. Sorry. Yes, I definitely feel like I can just repeat at the same time. Monkeys eating bananas is kind of similar to possums eating apples or mandarin oranges. There you go. That's what they have, and the monkeys are, looks like there's some kind of monkey fight going on here, but there you go. These guys are gonna monkey around once I'm done with this toy review, Oh my crikeys. I would have never thought I'd be making another product all about monkeys. In fact, 2 to 3 products about monkeys. Weird, I might put them away, like so. Put the Thailand cap away, and we'll get the other product into the packaging as well. We'll get these guys in there as well. Let's herd them, round them, all these monkeys up. before they'll steal people's items, of course. Yes, let's go ahead and put them away. They're also pretty common in coastal areas, like in Thailand and Malaysia though, obviously, eh? Especially that, you know that famous beach in Thailand, where there's like a couple of sea stacks that is actually very famous, as one of the more prominent locations, being well famed for the James Bond film. I can't remember which James Bond film it was though, but let's move on to another Asian thing. It's another Chinese dragon I've just made. Of course, yes, it's another Chinese zodiac themed toy video because we're going from dragons to monkeys and roosters, or chickens actually. Of course, yes, it's quite a nice looking design, eh? And also the ponies as well. Of course, I say horses. Obviously, eh? That looks pretty cool, but the one disappointing factor is that this dragon, it looks like it is broken. So, what I should actually do is basically fix this dragon by actually fixing with this. I don't know about you, but I need to grab a sticker so that the dragon may look like it will be in a healthy position. It's like your healing animals, of course, right? Oh, crikey, I feel like I'm basically fixing this dragon. It's like going to the vets, eh? Obviously. I mean, obviously, there's no point on seeing toys or animals suffer, but this dragon is getting fixed up at his... Oh my goodness me, eh? It's like I'm going to the vets, eh? There you go. It's got a bit of a plaster on, eh? He's getting fixed up as he's about to be ripped. Well, no longer anymore, eh? Because he's got a plaster, and what I should do is colour this dragon plaster for a bit of orange. I guess I think orange. This dragon is orange in colour today, which is interesting. Sadly, I don't think I've got any more orange coloured things there. Maybe there is. Oh yes, we've got one, eh? Right. So after this dragon's healed, I'm gonna go ahead and colour in this dragon here. I don't know if it is the last of my Chinese dragon toys. In fact, I've got loads more still in development there. And it's amazing that this year we have seen so many Chinese dragons that have been produced so far. Let me try and go ahead and make this plaster orange just to represent his skin colour. Or actually his underside. Actually, that's the underside of the dragon. Because the top colour is actually yellow, like a gold and sort of almost fluorescent yellow. It actually kind of looks kind of in between. It's kind of like a yellow, which is 87.5 yellow. I'm sorry if I'm just staining the floor, hey. It's also like, you know, 12.5% green, like a almost limey sort of coloured dragon, of course. Looks fairly nice though, eh? It's got like orange whiskers at the front, reddish pinkish eyes. That's pretty cool. Of course, yes, the ears look pretty, you know, fan-doogly amazing. As funky as this sounds. Got some horns as well, or antlers. And yes, there is the back of the tail. No surprise at all, I've been making loads and loads of Chinese dragons overall. And still looks quite nice. Although, do we really need to make that many though? Personally, I think it's a little bit too much though, but who knows, it's actually quite a lot of it though, eh? And I've got a funny feeling that, hey, after making loads and loads of Chinese dragons, I feel like there's another one coming up there, ready to be made. But let me just put that one away, of course. And speaking about chickens, there's been a great big shortage of chickens in Singapore because Singapore heavily relies on chicken coming from Malaysia, which is about 30% of the chicken. I think 30% of the chicken that comes from Singapore is actually from Malaysia. Yes, that is something I've actually realised, that 30% of the chicken that Singapore tends to consume is about 30%. But anyways, let's move on to some penguins! Oh yeah, some very peculiar penguins, eh? Yeah, this is becoming like a real mad animal house. Who knows, there's so many different critters around there, eh? Let's take a look at, of course, yes, before we take a look at this card here, let's take a look at this penguin set here, eh? First, which costs about £13.99. It's a little origami. Penguin Club World! Basic nesting. Penguin family, couple and newborn baby. What's it called? Penguins pair, warm snuggly care 12-pack, which costs about £13.99 or £14. And there's the back of the packaging. And as strange as it sounds, it is actually one of the first sets which is not only just made in the UK, but I can also see it's made in Thailand as a result of the Flip Up Ponies apocalypse. Of course, yes, we've also got some eggs, and we've got a bit of a bird's nest. Give me a bit of an Angry Birds vibe though, eh? Let me just go in and unpack this. And something strange has actually caught my eye, eh? Right, there's a bit of technological goodness. It has actually got me baffled here, eh? It's something very weird, eh? Looks like, well, oh, my crockies! Looks like one of the babies that actually started to hatch out from its egg. Oh, how cute! There's a baby penguin here, eh? Oh. Right, of course, yes, we do know that a lot of penguin club penguins are adults, but rarely will we see nice, cute little baby penguins. We're gonna get the other one out. I think the last time I did was a Humboldt penguin set. Here's the other one there as well. Okay, they look fairly cute, fairly cool looking at the same time, mate. We put that onto the nest. It's a very abstract looking penguin themed set though, right? And it's strange on the back of the packaging. Why would a penguin would even need a freaking table lamp and also a freaking radiator to keep their chicks warm? That is just so weird. And why would, oh my goodness me, it also makes sense though, eh? I mean, I do know why they've got like a freaking iPad. Maybe it's something to keep the kids addicted though. It's a very strange looking penguin themed iPad, as you can see, like so. Okay, the penguins are going to have their iPad like that, eh? Look at that, those penguins are going to have it. And of course, there's Mummy and Daddy, of course. The red one's the dad, and the pink one's the mum. Obviously, and as you can see, it is a very cool and very fan-doogly sort of set though, eh? It's a very cool looking set. And what's even more strange is that they even got a freaking radiator in the set. I would have never realised they've actually got a radiator in the set, which actually looks very similar to my heater, which actually looks like that. Okay, right over there is my heater, and that there is the replica model of a gas radiator, or an electric radiator actually. I think it looks like some kind of DeLonghi product, I guess, obviously, because I can tell by the design of the radiator. It looks like you got the radiator vents as well, to pretty much, you know, allow and sort of make heat pass as well. I don't know the science about radiators, of course. Maybe I'm being a bit, you know, too abstract though, maybe too rough and ready though, by the looks of my research of science. There you go, we've got some baby penguins with a mother and a father, ready to raise their young for the next generation of Penguin Club World, of course. We've also got like some kind of weird lamp, because, you know, kind of reminds me of how babies needing, you know, lights and stuff, particularly if you are a baby chick of any kind of bird. It doesn't have to be chickens, it can also be penguins. Yes, oh, take mine, just attacks the penguin though. But there you go, that looks fairly nice though, right? Seeing some penguins talking to each other. The baby ones obviously are playing with an iPad or sharing with the iPad. It's amazing, it's so cool, super fan-doogly, yay! And we're also going to throw the eggs to the penguins because, well, just as a bit of a result though, just to represent that they've already given birth, and just one of them landing on the tether. Of course, one of the baby penguins will be crying though, of course, if that happened in reality. Okay, we'll put the set away here, eh? Actually, I love the nest. Looks pretty cool, huh? Eh? Looks much better than that Flip Up Ponies radioactive, actually compost solar panel set, which was a bummer because the box was too obstinate to probably fit in, and it just couldn't though. Just it floated though. But I mean, why would it even need a freaking radiator? Like, I mean, why would you need that on a set? Is there something to keep the chicks warm? I mean, the penguins are warm enough though. Like, you know, I mean, the penguin's butt is warm enough though. It is to keep their chicks warm and all that stuff. Right, I'll just put that aside. Whoa, just nearly attacked the Christmas penguin, which has been. It looks like he's slacking. Right. let's move on to another set though, before we go completely and utterly crazy. It's another flip origami penguin cardboard set. Look at the logo, it's actually a little bit more darker than the other product that I've just reviewed earlier on. I've just flipped over to the other side of the room. Of course, yes, it's called a basic barbecuing penguin trio 12-pack. Oh yeah! Shrimp and the Barbie! Mate, so because this product costs about £13. We've got some fish. And possibly one of the most Aussiest thing about this set is that we've also got a couple of shrimp. Just a reference to Australia, righto. Yay! Shrimp and the Barbie! Yeah! Alright, let's go ahead and unpack this and see what great taco comes out of this set. Don't know about you, but I do really love to think of Australia whenever I see shrimp and barbecue. Yeah, in it there, of course. Not anymore. We've got 3 penguins though, which is actually a little bit more numerous than the other set with the baby penguins. There's only 2 of them on that other set there, but this here has 3 adult penguins. I got a funny feeling, I feel like I need to make more penguins. Which is actually something I really wanted to paint on there, But you know what, this is actually a pretty cool old stand. That beautiful barbecue like so. And we've also got some penguins there, of course. We've got a black one, which looks like the head's about to fall apart my hands, which isn't a good sign. We've also got, which also I noticed the black penguin's got a bit of a messy looking underside there, of white. And we've also got a blue penguin here as well. Therefore it looks pretty cool. And we've also got a green penguin. In fact, green, this shade of green is actually one of the most common colours for my penguin cardboard penguins, which is actually pretty nice though, And we've also got some shrimp. They'll be going in there, and I'm gonna put the shrimp in the Barbie. Yeah, reminds me of Paul Hogan, Oh, I feel like I'm patriotically Australian. Right, we've also got some fish in there as well too, which looks quite sloppy, I'm gonna put the fish into the Barbie amongst the shrimp. Okay, and we've also got like a chef hat. Maybe the black penguin can wear the chef hat, of course, just to keep his head, you know, reliable though, when he's cooking, I suppose, of course, yes, we get some kind of Barbie spatula. I don't know why I call it Barbie, because that's obviously nothing to do with the Barbie girl doll franchise. It's more to do with Australia, really, or people calling barbecues the Barbie, right? That's an abbreviated term, I guess, alright? That looks fairly nice. Of course, this penguin overall, the black one, will be doing his barbecuing, Of course, yes, he'll be doing his own work while using a barbecue. And I might as well take a look at the barbecue later on there, for a bit of definition as well, because I want to have a very, very intricate and very clear, sort of dedicated, sort of, I'll just say, closer look into it there, Wonder how he's actually going to serve. Oh, look at that. Oh, be very careful, don't let the barbecue topple over and make everything land onto the hot ground. Because, of course, yes, barbecues are very commonly practiced during summertime. Look at that one, Oh, it looks like it's gave the fish a bit of a whack. I don't know about you, but it feels like that the fitting, I got a very big concern. I really don't feel like that, you know, penguin cardboard products with tools in it, it's something that's not really my cup of tea. But anyways, we'll give the fish a good cook, Look at that. Don't go too close or else you get burnt, Whoa. Oh, easy there. Just put the shrimp in the Barbie. Oh, look at that. He's standing the shrimp so well, Good taco skills, mate. You're doing so well. My crockies, I just got a funny feeling that this penguin is a professional. Oh, crockies, is this gonna make the fish topple down? Look at that. It's a professional barbecuing sort of penguin. Face out, well done. Your job has certainly paid off. Maybe it's actually a bit of bowing, Yes, that looks pretty hilarious, in the way I do toy reviews these days. And we've also got a couple caps as well. The blue penguin can wear this blue cap, of course. Okay, although it's in a different shade. And we've also got a green hat cap thing, which is actually in a different shade of green as well, as strange as it sounds. And I believe these components might have been made in Thailand. I got a funny feeling, I think. Pretty much similar to whenever I think about this product with the other products. Hey, it actually doesn't look too bad though, eh? I suppose, I mean, I got a funny feeling that, hey, everything has to be seen to be believable, eh? This is actually unbelievably amazing. Seeing a product like that, super cool, eh? Super cool indeed. Also one of the most, if not possibly the most Aussie, if not summer themed set though, because, well, barbecues have something in common to do with summer, and Australia, of course. Of course, yes, I'm just going to put the barbecue away though, but before I should actually put the barbecue away, just place the food away, let me just take a look at the barbecue. Of course, we've got some controls. Of course, yes, it's a very nice looking design. It's got some kind of control panel there. It looks like, are these like solar panels? Maybe it's a solar paneled barbecue, I guess, right? Very interesting, eh? Maybe some kind of electric barbecue. It's a very strange looking design though. I've never ever thought of making a toy in the theme of a solar powered barbecue. My crockies, it looks fairly nice though, eh? I don't know, but it looks so beautiful indeed to me. Maybe the audience can tell me what sort of barbecue it is. It's really amazing. It's got 3 legs. Fantastic little product though, eh? And let's move on to another Penguin Club World themed product. We're going to be taking a look at this product here. Oh, something to do with the 4th of July, y'all, because obviously you've got 2 penguins, red and blue, with American flags, which don't have like white stars to represent the 50 states of the United States of America. And it looks like these penguins are pretty much saluting because, well, guess what? Look at that. There's something very weird, eh? Looks super weird. There you go. There's the 2, the love from, and the love writings if you're an American person, because this one here says Happy Indie Penguins Day. Or instead of Independence Day, you have Indie Penguins. There's a bit of a pun here, guys. Look at that. Very strange looking pun though. Right at that box, highlighting over there with the pencil lead, of course. There you go. Happy Independence Day, 4th of July. And yes, this is something I can really reflect on. It's something really, completely and utterly amazing, eh? There you go. It's another one of those American Independence Day themed products. The penguins overall, although there's no words and letters on the front of this card though, I mean, look at the artwork of those penguins. It's like they're basically the Siamese twins together though, obviously with the American flags saluting together just to be patriotically Americanized. And it's so funny that FlipFlap would even go into that sort of direction by just making 4th of July stuff in the theme of Penguin Club World. In no way I would have never thought I'll be doing 4th of July stuff in 2022, because at first glance I thought I won't be doing it, but luckily enough it has. And yes, it was actually a bit of a brain teaser back in April 2022 when I would have never thought I'll be doing 4th of July. But nevertheless, it actually has been confirmed, which is amazing. But, got a funny feeling there's not many products to look at today, because we're nearly coming up to the very end of this video, because I'm going to show you something really amazing. Remember I did trucks before, eh? Well, guess what? Here comes another truck here. Oh, yes, look at that one, guys, eh? Whoa! It's a very strange looking truck. I'm going to call this truck Paxton Cullen, because he actually kind of reminds me of Optimus Prime, going by the colours, of course. It does remind me of Optimus Prime from those freaking crap Michael Bay films, I guess. From those really bad Michael Bay movies, obviously. In fact, they're totally redundant, actually, eh? Those Michael Bay Transformers movies, eh? In fact, I feel like I don't want Hasbro to please Hasbro, don't even thinking about suing me, because this is pretty much my design. And it looks like that this truck is running a very interesting company though. In fact, it's employed by a very weird company called Endurance. Maybe it's a pun from the word endurance and the fruit durian, the world's smelliest fruit from Southeast Asia. And there's a very weird slogan on the logo of this box truck. It's another delivery truck reducing 5% smelly emissions while delivering great fruity provisions. That's an amazing rhyme, mate. And there you go, it says www, yes, .endurance.com.ff. And there's some kind of scan me code, QR code and barcode thingy on both sides. And what's even more peculiar about this truck is that it actually has a mixture of components from various different countries. Let's take a look at underneath. Now, of course, yes, this is Paxton Cullen, the Freightliner Coronado 6.4, or sort of say 6x4 rigid delivery box truck endurance. That's the company name, of course. It's a fictional company brand that Flip Flap is formulated. And all I can see, it says made in the UK, Malaysia, China. Yes, it says, and Thailand as well, of course. It's pretty amazing. Having 4 countries, made in the UK, Malaysia, China, and Thailand. So that's very good. I think another Malaysian word would be Salamat Pagi. I guess so, eh? Of course, it's got very beautiful detailings, like there's the radiator grille and the blue eyes as well. It's just an amazing truck though to see though, and the exhaust pipes are made up from plastic straws. It's an incredible looking truck. I mean, fancy that one, eh? I mean, whoever thought of making a truck this great would actually be hopefully impressed though. Yes, this is actually really nice, great wheel detailing as well. And to compare it with other trucks, I've actually noticed that this truck is actually the tallest truck I've ever designed. And if I grab the other trucks, here's a dump truck that I've actually just made there. Let me just put them as a bit of a front view, just to see what trucks we've got there, eh? This truck here is fairly wider. In fact, I've actually made all kinds of trucks in Flip Flap history-wise. Yes, apart from the train though. Just going to ignore the train though, because we're not going to be talking about trucks in this part of the video, before I should actually end the whole video, of course, and blah blah and whatnot, eh? Both of these trucks, the Kenworth truck there, the blue one, and also the dump truck there, the other one there, which has been completely faded into a much lightish, yellowish sort of colour, amazing. Both of these trucks are pretty much more wider than this truck here. Where is this truck here? I've actually noticed that this truck is a little bit wider than this small orange dump truck, which is decidedly to cheekily go towards that section there, where that Optimus Prime like truck is here. And we've also got another truck here, which is of course the green Volvo truck there, which is about the same width as that orange Western Star truck, of course. But this truck here, although this truck is slightly narrower than those 2 trucks there, it's actually fairly taller. I mean, just look how tall the cab is. Not only tall the cab, but also look how elongatedly big this box is as well though, on the back of this truck. And also the exhaust pipes popping out from this truck is exactly, you know, similar to this truck here, and also that truck there, but in a much more taller scale. And my crockies, I would have never thought that this truck would actually oversize this and that as well. I've got a funny feeling that, hey, the box seems to be a lot more taller as well, hey? And as a funny sort of comparison going on here, it's just amazing that this truck here is nowhere near as tall as that truck there. Which is, I have to say, it's just amazing. This dark blue Optimus Prime-like truck is super amazing. And of course, yes, looking at the name on the back of this truck though, it's got a bit of a license plate. It says HZ, maybe something to refer to the company Hasbro. 160 PM as an Optimus Prime. From Transformers, of course, there's nothing more than meets the eye that Paxton Cullen is named after Orion Pax, which is the original name for Optimus Prime, and Peter Cullen, who is, of course, the original OG voice actor for Optimus Prime. And that's how I've done up, you know, that's how my research has been completely and utterly done. So yes, it is just an amazing prime mover slash truck though. Actually, it's not really a prime mover because it's got like a box at the back. But nevertheless, it is just amazing that Flip Flap has done another truck. In fact, Flip Flap has actually got a long history of making trucks. Ever since when I made cars and vans, now I'm just so glad I'm making trucks. Crikey, eh? That is just amazing, eh? Very nice sort of feeling to the touch of my hands. Well, anyways, with the 5 trucks parked to commemorate the end of this video. If you really enjoyed it, please give this video a good like, subscribe for more flip-up videos in the future, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye for now and happy trucking. Bye.